these things with we are going to follow some practice, and before practice we should know about cleanliness. If you are going to practice asana, so obviously cleanliness is important even in meditation, in pranayam, or in any practice. If you are not feeling healthy, if you are not taking bath, if your room is not clean, if your mat is not good, is it stinking area, so you are not going to practice, because we are going to practice with the uh, machine which is known as our body. This is a simple equipment which you are going to use. Your nose, your eyes, your hands, means your skin, and all the things which we have in our body only, that is going to be equipment. And if we are smelling something bad, we are not able to focus. If we are seeing something bad, we will not able to focus. So cleanliness is an important prerequisite for any yogic practice. It includes the cleanliness of the surrounding, your body, and even for your mind. If you are fighting with someone, and at random I told you that come and practice asana, so your body will shiver. You will not be able to concentrate, and you will not be able to deliver a complete concentrated practice. So it is really needed for to go for the complete cleanliness. And for mind, we will use, or we used actually in yogic science, yam niyam, or some basic niyamas, that is for mind. Second is yogic practice should be performed in a calm and quiet atmosphere with a relaxed body and mind. Third one, yogic practice should be done on an empty stomach or light stomach. Why? You can practice it or you can feel it when you have taken a complete food. That time, scientifically, your blood flow is going to be to the stomach or to the digestive system. You will not be able to concentrate, or you will not be able to perform completely other side. And if you will do that, it will give you exhaustion. You will feel tired. You will not be able to complete 10 or 15 Surya Namaskar round if you have taken your complete food before the asana. Consume a small amount of honey in lukewarm water if you feel weak. This is a good practice. Vidya and bowel should be empty before starting yogic practice. And mattress, obviously, a yoga mat during folded blanket should be used. Uh, a rule is there that you should use a yoga mat which should be non-slippery, because if you are performing any asana and if your mat is going to be slip, then it is not a good thing and you cannot perform anything uh, calmness with a calm mind. Should not be performed in a state of exhaustion. If you are tired, if you are feeling that abhi nahi hoga, like that, if you are ill, if you are feverish, if you are feeling cough, if you are in trouble, or if you are in injury, if you are in hurry, if you are in acute stress condition, then do not perform the practice of any practice of asana or the pranayama or any yogic practice. Then you need to go for the yam niyam, simple breathing exercises, or you should go for the shat karmas if you are suffering from the vat, pit, and kapha problems. A physician or a yoga therapist should be consulted prior to performing yogic practice in case of chronic disease, pain, or cardiac problem. If you are suffering from any heart issue, if you have gone through any operation, if you have any pain which is unbearable, especially, just a second, please give me 1 second. Koshu, really bad, beta. No, I do not want it. Go that side. Do not come in my room that side. Not like that. So sorry. Sorry. And the yoga expert should be consulted before doing yogic practice during pregnancy and menstruation. So these are the simple practices. Maybe you are aware about these things, but whenever examiner asks, we really think that what is the answer. So these are the simple answers which we need to go through. During the practice, start your practice with a prayer or invocation. What is prayer and what is invocation? We will really go through in the presentation, as it creates a conducive environment to the relaxed mind. Yogic practice shall be performed slowly in a relaxed manner with awareness of the body and breath. Do not hold the breath unless it is especially mentioned to do so during the practice. And these are the simple things. Means always start your class with a prayer, with the Om chanting, with something Sena Bhavtu, Om Bhur Bhuvasvaha, or any prayer which you want to go for or which you are doing in your daily routine. Breathing should be always through the nostrils unless instructed otherwise, means Shitkari or Shitli pranayam. Obviously, it is instructed that do not take breath from the nostril, but otherwise take breathing from the nostrils. Do not hold body tightly or do not give any jerk to your body. If you are going for the halasana, sarvangasana, or the shishasana or any advanced pose, so do not go for that with a jerk. Perform the practice according to your own capacity. Do not see the friend is going to a complete halasan poses. So today I'm going to complete it. They are completing Paschimottanasana. So definitely I will do it today only. So this is not a done thing that you should do. You should go according to your own strength. It takes some time to get good results. So persistent and the regular practice is very essential. And definitely we will practice for 2 months before the examination for practical also. There are contraindications, limitations for each and yoga practice, such as contraindications should always be kept in mind. Yoga session should be end with meditation, deep silence, or shanti path.